Hey there, I'm Richard Brandt, Monos Historian, and you're watching Stream It Now. Pluto TV has 100 new free movies this month, including many cult favorites and 70s classics featuring Burt Lancaster and Susan Sarandon in Louis Malle's sublime Atlantic City, featuring that great character actor Robert Joy in one of his earliest roles as the unlikely fairy godmother whose arrival makes everyone's dreams come true. Also, Richard Gere and Jim McBride's remake of Breathless, Jodie Foster and Scott Baio in Alan Parker's pint-sized gangster musical Bugsy Malone with songs by Paul Williams. Chris Hemsworth stumbles upon a bag of money, and Sean Bean is the thug who comes looking for it in one of my favorite underrated movies, Cash. The clever screenplay shows just how you can legally squeeze every last dime from people who consider themselves penniless. And as subtext, it's an object lesson in just how far desperate people will exhaust every last resource before finally resorting to crime. Roman Polanski's classic noir Chinatown, Gene Hackman and Francis Coppola's masterpiece The Conversation, Al Pacino and Johnny Depp in Donnie Brasco, Brendan Gleeson and John Boorman's The General, Jude Law and Colin Firth is Thomas Wolfe and his editor Maxwell Perkins in Genius. Val Kilmer and Michael Douglas in the partly true African adventure The Ghost in the Darkness, splendidly shot on location by the late great Vilmos Zsigmond. Philip Baker Hall, John C. Reilly, Gwyneth Paltrow and Samuel L. Jackson in Thomas Paul Anderson's first feature Hard Eight. Michelle Pfeiffer's Oscar-nominated performance in Jonathan Kaplan's Love Field, David Bowie and Nicholas Roeg's cult classic The Man Who Fell to Earth, Guy Pearce and Christopher Nolan's first full-length feature Memento, Debbie Reynolds and Albert Brooks's Mother, Bruce Dern, Will Forte and Oscar-nominated June Squibb, in a movie that will resonate with anyone who's had to deal with an aging parent, Alexander Payne's Nebraska. Nick Nolte stars in Ted Kotcheff's underrated football drama, North Dallas 40. Some English kids set out to make their own action movie in the charming Son of Rambo, and what's billed as the director's edition of Robert Wise's Star Trek The Motion Picture. There's plenty more, including a Robert Downey Jr. festival of Chaplin, Soap Dish, The Soloist, and Wonder Boys. I've got the full list of all 100 new titles at my blog, and I'll leave a link for you.